won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Fielded right around the 8. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Ready, break! 18.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Let's go. 50 Eagles. 19 right.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, it's Smith. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now they're staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. An interception on the opening drive, and you know they didn't say it verbatim this week, but you can kind of tell that this offense thought they could take advantage of the secondary, who's near the bottom of the league rankings-wise. Well, that secondary got the first laugh.
And we were worried about their confidence coming into it. Could they withstand another team throwing the football against them? How about this interception early in the game? Their confidence has to take a nice jump, doesn't it?
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
Come on, set.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 29, Smith. And complete to Drake London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Smith's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, a run with Patterson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. 2 minutes going by, second quarter. They'll run with Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go. It's Patterson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to maneuver. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From just shy of midfield, Smith. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Smith throwing again. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Smith on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now Smith. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. Another completion right back to Patterson. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Opposite. Five.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They're going to run this with a tight end. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, exit. Hey, order.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons' offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A shotgun snap for Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He's got Patterson on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Smith on 3rd down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a Loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Come on. Grab your Rangers. Buffalo 18.
On first down, Smith. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno out to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.